Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azmi Ghazali. Today I'm doing the briefing of the mini project. So let's start with the add new content activity. So this class is the very front end of our content addition process. So it initialize the UI component, integrate data binding, and link to the view model. Through the add new content click handler, it manages the logic of adding a new content and facilitate communication with the view model. So let's continue with the add new content click handler. So in the summary, the add new content click handler class handler the click event related to the adding a new content. It will ensure the input validation, create a new content, communicate with the view model to update the data, and navigate to the main activity. So let's go to the contact DAO. Contact DAO or the interface or the data access object is responsible for defining the method to interacting with the SQLite. So it will provide the operation for inserting, deleting, querying the content. The use of the live data to ensure the real-time update to the UI when the underlying data change. So let's go to contact database. Contact database class is the bridge between our application and the SQLite. So it follows the singleton pattern to ensure a single instance through the life cycle of the app. So the get instance method is to initialize the database within the room, allowing efficient management of the data operation. So the contact class is for defining the structure of our contact activity. So this we associated with the rounding A entity. It represents a table in the database. It includes field for the contact name, email, and password with the annotation specify the corresponding column name, and using getter and setter method for facilitate access to this field.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Alif Ahmad Abdul Rahim. My matrix number is 24DDP21F101C. Here I want to present main activity.java. In this code, we can see package and import. Here is public class. Main activity is name of the file, and private contact database is data source. Private my data is app data. Private activity my binding is binding, and view model as my view model. Here is code to data binding. My binding equals data binding routine.set content view, and handlers and main binding. Here we can see code recycler view database. We use contact database equal contact database dot get instance. View model code is view model equal new view model provider. Also we have loading the database from RoomDB. Also we can see app data. App data code is my app data equal new my app data contact release. Have linking the recycler view the app data. We can swipe to delete, and at last have override public void on swipe. This if you swipe the item to left, we use contact C equal context release. For delete the contact using the view model dot delete context. That's all my activity. Next, we go to my activity click handler. Here in this code, we can see context to start activity and have constructor to initialize the context. Public main activity click handlers. Context, this dot context equal context. And we can see in this code click handler for floating activity button FAB. Public void on FAB click view. We also coding query and intend to start the add new contact activity. This code to starting the activity using the context. Next code is my adapter. You can see constructor to initialize the adapter with a list of context. Public my adapter release context. This dot context equal context. This for constructor initialize. And also we have called the recycler view needs a view holder to represent an item. This code override for creating new view holders for item in recycle view. And here we can see you contact list item binding equal data binding ut.inflate. This code for using data binding to inflate the layout for each item. We can see return new contact view holder for returning a new instance of contact view holder. And here override public void on by view holder none. This called by recycler view to display or update an item at a specific position. Context current context. This code for getting the current contact at the specific position. And last, binding the current contact to the layout using data binding. We use code holder dot contact list item binding. And here override public integer get item count list for return the total number of items in database set. And also public void set context. This for set the method to update the list of contacts and refresh the recycler view. And the last code in my adapter is class contact view holder to view holder class to hold the views. And public contact view non this code for initialize the view holder with its binding. Next is my view model. Here we can see private repository, my repository for repository, and also have live data. Constructor for view model, we use public my view model non application. And same like another code, we initialize the repository with the application context. Here public live data for gather method to retrieve all context as live data. And public will add new context for method to add a new context towards the repository. And method to delete a context, we code is public void delete context. And that's all code for my view model. Last is repository. We use public class repository to declare and the available data source. Here private final for data access object and private executor service executor. This for executor service for handling background database operation. This pivot handler for handler update the UI on the main thread. Public repository application this for constructor to initialize the repository. And context database create this function to create an instance of the database. And we have executor background database and updating the UI. Public void add contact this method to add a contact to the database and synchronize. And public void delete contact for delete contact from database and synchronize. And last we has public left data list contact method to retrieve all contact from the database as live data. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Fawzi bin Bakpiah and my metric number 34TDT21F1035, and I will continue for mini project contact manager app for activity add new contact.xml. First, I make the root layout element with an app XML namespace, and I make data binding section with variable representing the contact object with name contact and type com.master coding, and variable representing the click handler object with name click handler and type com.master coding. After that, I make main constant layout for the UI and background black and layout with match parent and the same time. After that, I make the edit step for entering the contact name. You can see the edit step contact name. After that, I make edit step for entering the contact email. It's same with contact name, but it's different. After that, I make the edit tag for entering the contact password with ID password EDT and color black too. And lastly, button for submitting the contact information with button ID submit, and layout with web content and layout height web content too. And layout constraint and parent. This is for activity at new contact.xml. Okay, we go to activity main.xml. First, I make a root layout element with app and tool XML namespace. You can see, and after that, I make a data binding section variable representing the click handler object for main activity with name click handler and type com.master coding. After that, main constant layout for the main activity UI and the background black and layout with match parent layout height match parent 2 and tool contact main activity. After that, is recycle view for displaying a list of items with ID and the ID recycle view, and layout 0dp and layout constant start to start off parent and layout constant top to top parents too. After that, floating action button for adding the new item with ID floating action button, and layout with web parent and layout height same. For layout margin N 16 dp and layout margin button 16 dp too. And last, for contact list item.xml, First, I make a good layout element with tool app and the XML namespace and same coding. Data binding instruction with name contact and type com.master.coding2 and main linear layout for the UI, layout width max parent and layout height max parent 2 and orientation vertical and padding 16 dp. After that, text view for my contact, web content for layout width and layout height same. For font, I use wheel and the text my contact and size 20 sp. For text view for group, I make a layout with same, and for font I use wheel, and for size I use 20 sp2 and other. For text view for name same and text view for ID same too, and card view same too. And for constant layout inside card view, I use layout with 437 dp and layout height 645 dp, and background I use black and padding 16 dp. For text view for displaying contact name, I use Android ID text view name with layout 0 and text size 32 sp. For next, text view for displaying contact email, same as displaying contact name. And lastly, text view for displaying contact password. For ID, text view password and layout 0. And text contact password for text size 24 sp and layout constant top to button text view 2. Okay, after I run the code, this is first home page. I will enter the name, I enter email, and lastly I will enter the password. Okay, I will click add contact, and is it the output after I click the add contact button. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.